Is it recording? Yes. Okay, now it's recording. You're gonna make this shit fast, so there's not a lot of things. There's not a lot of things to say today. To be honest, I'm getting a headache because it's late again. My sleep schedule is fucking dead. It died the moment it was dead already since a couple of years. So sleeping isn't my strong suit. Sleeping is not my strong suit. Even though I like to sleep and I'm a lazy person in general, sleeping just doesn't. I'm just. Uh, so what happened today? Well, wasn't able to fall asleep till like, I'm pretty sure till like 3 or 4 a.m. And when my alarm rang and I opened my eyes, it just when I fell asleep, it felt like I just closed my eyes for a second. I just woke up again. I had nothing. I had no energy. My head hurt. I was a little bit doozy, a little bit woo, and I basically called in sick because of that. I'm a fucking idiot. I keep doing that shit. When I don't feel that good, when I feel bad, I did that when I was like back in the days as well. I just called in sick like a fucking dumbass, and I'm doing it again. It's gonna cost me a fucking job. I can't do this shit. It's okay. It's a one-time thing. It's a one-time thing. Yesterday already was like I was like really out of it. I wasn't stable on my feet. I kept like what you call it. It's not wiggling around. I was a little bit like I was lightheaded. Wasn't able to go straight in the line. I wasn't able to go in a straight line, and it got worse today. So I just said, yeah, I can't fucking do this shit today. I need sleep. So I wasn't really. I needed to be able to. I needed to call my boss at like 6, not too early. Maybe that guy's still sleeping. So I called him like 6:20. So I was awake till then. Thank fuck, because if I fell asleep then, I would most definitely wouldn't be able to wake up in time for the call, and I would have been late. I wouldn't have showed up. So at least I did that. So I slept a little bit. I went back because I forgot my work shoes. I forgot that they're still there. At least it's like intentionally, like you can see, yeah, okay, that I'm not like calling sick because I didn't want to go, even though that I was kind of feeling I was genuinely not feeling well. And at work would have been worse. I can tell you that much. I already know that I wouldn't be able to concentrate at all. I would have been. There may have been a moment with the first time in my life, where I actually fell asleep on my feet. That would have been something to see. That would be the first time that ever happened to me. Anyways, um, what I wanted to say. Yeah, so that's the work thing. So yeah, right. I went back, got my shoes. I basically saw the guy that I met on the first day that was like the same like me. Only arrived like one day. The only like was there for 3 days to do the same thing that I did. So this is the first time, just like me, that he was there. And I saw him going into the cabinet where I wanted to get my shoes. And apparently on Friday they end a little bit early because I went like 1 hour before they have like before their not it's not shaft before the shift ends. Usually it's around like 15:30. This time was about 14:40 ish. So, and I was embarrassed to go in because like he wouldn't ask me why I didn't show up. That it's what I thought. And I was embarrassed because the reason was I wasn't feeling well because I didn't sleep. That is a dumb thing to do. That's a dumb thing to say in general. I felt like a fucking idiot. I felt embarrassed to admit that I wasn't feeling well and I called in sick on like only 3 days of work. Because it's an embarrassing thing. Because it's embarrassing for me because it shows that I still didn't change. I'm still the same as I was before. An irresponsible dumbass. So anyways, I like contemplated if I wanted to go in or not, if I waited till he got out, and then I just went in. I just said hi. He didn't really ask me anything. Thank fuck. So I took my shoes and skedaddled. And after that, yeah, I went to the boss. Then I noticed that everybody got like the day off at like the same time, 1 hour earlier than the days before. So because I was still embarrassed because I didn't want to like people ask me where I was, why I didn't show up. I just put my hoodie over my head from my jacket and just stared down like this on my phone. I'm still a mess. There's still so much to do. Whatever. After I came back, I just bought myself a couple of things to eat. Took a nap. Caught up some sleep that I much needed sleep. And then I just watched a couple of videos, talked to a friend. We are like on the Instagram reels. I saw like the poetic Riz videos, and so me and my friend just like keep sending each other then write our own text, which is funny. I like it. It's a good thing to have for the future. If like there's like a universe where I'm gonna get a girl for the next couple of years, which I doubt will happen. And yes, counterproductive. I am drinking an energy drink, but I will fall asleep soon. My head is already shut down completely, and I already know that this is even if I drink this now, which I like only took a couple of sips, and I'm just gonna have it for tomorrow. I still have to pack up a couple of things, but I will do that tomorrow as well. Since I will be waking up at like 6:50, 6:40, around that time. Gonna brush my teeth, and after I brush my teeth, I'll be able to pack everything that I need to pack. Luckily, I have no little bag where my umbrella was in. The little bag I had where I carried the umbrella that I took from with me. I now put the working shoes in there, which are pretty big, which took a lot of place in that thing. So I have a little bit more room to like put everything in that I had. And I'm pretty sure I won't have any problems. And after that, I did work out. I started stretching. I did a little bit of Japanese. Did a little bit of Python today. And yeah, so and after that, I just went to Discord with a friend. I thought it's Friday. I thought my friends would be on Discord, but they weren't. I even downloaded fucking Stardew Valley to play with a friend of mine on this fucking laptop. Even though I didn't really want any games. I still downloaded it because why the fuck not? No, I can't completely write off video games, and I thought, yeah, Stardew Valley. This laptop may be able to run it without like fucking overheating, and it's so hot. It's like it's a water that nothing melted yet inside there. And yeah, so there was one friend that came on, he like played TFT and in the background. So I watched him a couple of times while I played Pokemon Showdown, which I went on a tear today. Except for the first game, I got humiliated. I never got that outplayed that hard in my fucking life in Pokemon Showdown. But that guy was on. That guy was on crack or something. Or he was able to see the future. After that, I like won 8 out of 10 games, so I'm happy with the results. And yeah, overall, still hate myself. At least I did something. I didn't just do I didn't just do my little workout, because like it's good to stay in a healthy body, but it won't do me it will do me a favor in the future if I keep doing it. But for me, the most important thing for me is to learn stuff while I still have the capacity to stuff in as much possible, stuff as much to stuff my brain full of knowledge as much as possible before it's too late for me to learn anything efficiently. So I'm happy that I at least did Japanese and Python. Um, yeah, that's actually it for today. It's a little bit. There wasn't much of a story to tell. Well, all right. I can still. There's one thing I didn't tell yesterday because I forgot about it. Like, I did tell you about last time where I had like blisters on my foot, and like on the right side, the skin was already like almost peeled off, but I wasn't able to like completely rip it off my feet because it hurt. So I took a scissor, just snapped it off. Was it? Oh no. I didn't. Yeah, so it was still loose, but I didn't want to like rip it out or like cut it off because it would hurt. And I bought myself these like blister patches to like put on your blister so it will heal better or some shit. Worst decision of my goddamn fucking life, because that shit is, first of all, it's sticky as hell. So I put it on my heels. It's okay, fine. It actually did help. It didn't hurt much when I used them. But once I went to sleep yesterday. Once I wanted to sleep yesterday, and I wanted to pull off my socks. It was sticked on the patch, like was on the sticky with the sticked onto the sock on both sides. So it was almost impossible to like pull this off without like ripping the skin. So that shit hurt. So I was like extremely careful to peel it off without like hurting myself too much, and not completely ruin my sock, which it didn't happen. And then now we come to the part where I like snipped off the skin of my right heel because 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 yeah, because of the stick patch for blisters that were like stuck on my sock. I was able to peel it off, but the skin of that blister like ripped off. Let's call it out. It ripped off, but not completely. The bottom side was still attached to my heel, but it wasn't at that point. It was like, what do I do with that? So I cut it off, and there were still a couple of like I don't know, sticky stuff left on my heel from the patch, for the bandage. Yeah, right. The bandage is the word, from the bandage. So every time I put my heels that already hurt as hell, they were now sticking to the bed sheets. So I had to like somehow move my feet so my heels don't lay on, so my like the so my heel don't stick to the bed sheets, because if I like try to move them and they were stuck on them, and I had to do it slowly, because if I do it quickly, it would hurt. It would also hurt as hell. Yeah, I feel like that's the worst story I told so far. Like coherent wise, because I don't think like you were able to hear or wasn't able to make a normal coherent sentence. And yeah, that's, you know what, that's actually it for today. I'm too tired for this shit. Peace, hombres, bitches. Um, what's the? Let's make a quote of the day. you can do it. For a quote, you can do it.